Simmons here checking in for Everybody Eats channel. All right, so I want to tell y'all real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about Big Ma, who I call Big Ma. Right, it's actually my wife's grandma, but we call her Big Ma. Right, so I'm gonna tell y'all a little while ago, a few years back, I was about to start my second barbershop, and I was talking to Big Ma about it. And I always used to get so excited about my ideas, right? So I couldn't wait to tell people. So I remember I mentioned it to her, and at this time we were actually living with Big Mom. Like when I say we've been through so much, we had to stay with relatives, etc. Right? But anyway, we stayed locked in and got it done. Shout out Mel Will. I appreciate you checking in. So, oh wait a minute, I'm on the wrong channel, ain't I? That just oh well, fuck it, y'all get it over here too then. But anyway, um, um, so I was talking to Big Ma, and I told her about I was going to start another barbershop. And so what she said to me was, "Oh, you gonna start another barbershop? Your last one ain't last but for a month, didn't it?" And so when she said it, I kind of got in my feelings a little bit. Usually I'm not the type to respond or you know, I'm not about to argue with a grandma, right? I just let it slide, whether they right or wrong. But on that one, I had to step in because that kind of touched me a little bit. So I said, actually, it was open for, I think, 6 months. I can't even remember how long it was now, but I know it was more than one damn month, right? I think it was like either between 4 and 6 months. So I corrected her. And then I also told her, and then what else did I? Oh, and I also reminded her, I said, well, what you got to remember too is not just anybody can open up a barbershop. Like I had to put in the work to get this thing rolling. So you got to respect that. And so she just kind of smiled. Like, and usually, you know, Big Mom the type where she will fuss or you can't be right with her. You know what I mean? So, but when I responded and explained, broke that down to her, like, look, well, if you think it won't shit, even if it was over for just a month, like you say, well, the fact that I even took the action and got it done, that should be admirable to you, in my opinion. And so with my response being that, she just kind of smiled at me, and it was like, I could tell that, like, just the expression on her face kind of said, all right, you're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? And my lesson in that story is, don't let family or anybody that you look up to and respect deter you from following your dream, okay? Because I look up to Big Mom, like Big Mom, love Big Mom, right? But at the end of the day, we can't let Big Mom stop the grind. You know what I mean? Why? Because Big Mom ain't done this before. You know what I mean? She ain't done this before. And that goes for your uncle, your aunt, your daddy, your mama, your sister, your brother, your daughter, your son, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, whoever. They ain't done this shit before. So how is they going to tell you how the fuck to do it? You know what I mean? Like, how you get excited about your idea and you run back and you go tell your husband about it, and then he tell you, oh, no, I don't know if you want to do that. That's going to be a lot of work. And so you lose momentum because he said it. Like, who is he? You know what I mean? Like, if he never done it before, why would you listen to him and let you get down on it? You know what I mean? Don't let people get down or get you down about their situations, okay? And by the way, I'm talking about this topic. This video was supposed to be on the Everybody Eats channel, and I made a mistake and stayed on the Queen Biz Network channel. So when I finish this video, I'm going to download it and put it up on the other channel. But since y'all got questions coming in, I'm going to go ahead and open them up. Tone Nap one said, what up, homie? Shout out Tone Nap. Mel Will said, I did a post-construction cleanup for 600, in which I did by myself. Do you think that's decent? It took me about 18 hours. It sounds good on the surface. I got to do the math, but it sounds good to me. Cause what's that, about 2 days worth of work, 3 days worth of work? That ain't bad. You probably could have got more. You probably got a little bit more out of that. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, that's just the more of the story. Shout out G-Man, by the way, Clean Biz Network member. And so the moral of that story again, man, is just make sure that you stay locked in and don't let people get you down, man. Don't let nobody get you down. And I don't care how much you respect the person. You can still respect those people when they get you down. Like, don't be bitter about it. Don't hold a grudge against people forever. However, you should use their doubt or perceived doubt as motivation. You know what I mean? Because maybe she wasn't necessarily doubting me. She was just going off of experience. All she know is, you tried it before, it ain't work. Why the hell you gonna try it again? You know what I mean? But my thought process as an entrepreneur was, well, I tried it before, it didn't work, but this time I know how to do it better. Now, fast forward, the second barbershop didn't necessarily look great either, right? I don't have it no more, right? But the moral of the story is I keep going though. You know what I mean? You fuck up on one business and you go get another one. You know what I mean? You mess up on one business and then you do some more. You know what I mean? But what you can't do is you can't stop and you can't get down on yourself and feel bad, you know what I mean, and start downing yourself, or start losing hope, or start losing faith, stop believing in yourself. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. Don't lose sight of what you really want, because most of these people that's giving you this bad feedback is the ones that's never even done it before. So why would you listen to them? That's why most of us don't know people who've done what we're trying to do before. That's why you have to pull up YouTube videos like this, you know what I mean, and listen to people who've already done it, you know what I mean, or listen to people who are thinking the way that you're thinking, because they got to become your new friends, even though you ain't never met them before. I got a lot of friends, right, that's on YouTube or on Instagram that I've never met, but we think alike, they motivate me, and so that's who I try to align myself with. I'm not around people every day, you know, if it ain't my kids or my wife, I ain't really around people a lot, you know what I mean. I try to surround myself by like-minded people. That's why when I made that Clean Biz Network, that helped me a lot, because now I'm putting myself around all of these fellow entrepreneurs, and not only are they entrepreneurs, but they people who are actually in the same field that I'm in. So we going through the same problem. We can vent together, we can build together, everything, right? So remember, you are the company to keep, and most importantly, don't let people keep you down, even when this people are close people that you feel like care about you. Because remember, I told y'all before in the videos where I talk about why do family are the ones that not the main ones that don't support you. And like I was telling y'all in those videos, I did 2 of those type of videos, and like I tell y'all before, it's not necessarily that they don't support you because they hating or they want you to fail or they don't believe in you. What it is they just trying to protect you. So they don't know no better. They don't feel like that's something that they can do. And so since their ass can't do it, they think that you can't do it. So they put their doubts on you that they have on themselves. When in reality, so they trying to protect you. They say, well, shit, go get a safe, secure job, because that's what I would do. But they don't understand what they would do and what you would do, 2 different things, because what they trying to get to is safe, secure retirement, right? And what you trying to get to is freedom, financial freedom, where you do the fuck you want to. You ain't got to play it safe. You know what I mean? So that's 2 different worlds, and it's 2 different strategies to accomplish both. But let me go ahead and read some comments, though. Let's see. We got G-Man. He said, no emotion in business. Absolutely. And definitely stay out your feelings. You know what I mean? And he said, get knowledge a lot. Mel Will said, keep going. G-Man said, don't take it personal. You are the shot. You are the shit. A boss, king, queen, special. Neos of the Matrix. Absolutely. Mel Will said, I have a hard time employing friends. Absolutely. And that's the thing too. That's a tip I always give out. Before you employ friends or family, I always recommend hiring strangers first, because once you got some strangers on board, and when your friends or family come on board and see how you deal with them and see how they respect you, they'll respect it a little bit better. But when you got nothing but friends from the jump and nothing but family from the jump, you just cousin AJ. You know what I mean? You just my homeboy AJ until you show them you in another light. They got to see the new you. You know what I mean? Julian Blunt, and then fire their ass if they can't get with it. Julian Blunt, and that's another thing too. I always say, don't hire anybody that you ain't gonna be comfortable firing. I don't care who it is. Julian Blunt said, "What's up, bro? Is there any companies you suggest for insurance for a cleaning business?" A lot of people in our group went with a company called Hiscox, so I think they're pretty good. Also, try. I was with Liberty Mutual. All right, financial freedom. How the heck you know everything? I be going through. Good shit. Appreciate that, because I've been doing this shit since I was 19, so all of these years of accumulating all these different experiences, man. All right, but so, and then G-Man said no safety ever. Absolutely. Y'all know that the opposite of freedom is security, and what's the most secure place? Maximum security, right? Which is prison, penitentiary, right? So, and I got that from Robert Kiyosaki. I didn't make that up. So if you want to keep having security and safety, be careful how much security and safety you ask for, right? If you want freedom, that's the exact opposite. Freedom is you don't got no rules, you don't got no laws. You got a goal, and you got to make up how to get there, right? You got to figure it out. Whereas security is, well, just give me my check and I'll do whatever I say, yes sir, no sir. You know what I mean? So you got to figure out which line do you want, and it's okay. I mean, it's your preference. It ain't no right or wrong. It's just your preference. Okay. Now, me personally, I prefer my freedom, because I don't like people telling me what to do all the time. If you just want the money and you don't really care if you got to do what somebody tell you to do to get the money, there's plenty of jobs out there that'll pay you more than what you could build your business up to be, right? Maybe, I don't know. But a lot of times, especially in the first 5 years of business, if you just want money, starting a company might not be for you, okay? Because you can make probably a lot more just going to go get a job if you don't mind taking orders. Me personally, I prefer that freedom. But anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all up long. I appreciate y'all for watching. Subscribe, like, and share, and comment. Have a productive weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon.